This is a Loper football show. I'm Jason Jorgensen. We are joined by head coach Ryan Held. As the Lopers are now 3-1 on the season after a very nice win last Saturday at home against Emporia State, winning it 34-20. Ryan, we talked a little bit after the game on Saturday, but looking back at it, I would think you have to be very, very proud of your bunch.
Yeah, we were very disappointed when the way we played, especially offensively against Fort Hays. That gave us a really bad taste in our mouth, and we wanted to come back and show that we're a good football team against a really good football team and good program. And I thought our guys answered the bell. We knew it was going to be a really tough game. You know, their offense is really challenging to go against, and we knew we had to play better offensively in all aspects of it. And, special teams was better except for a couple plays. Overall, I thought that was better than it was against Fort Hays. So overall, we definitely improved, definitely is a better taste in your mouth. But we're excited to get a noon tip and come out, play football, and not sit around all day and wait for the game.
That had to be great to see the offense have the success they did. And of course, a huge day for Isaiah Harris, 4 TDs, and he rushes for 270 yards.
Yeah, and it all starts up front. You know, our offensive line has done a really nice job blocking. Our tight ends have done an incredible job blocking. Our receivers have gotten better blocking, and so without them, none of it would have happened. But definitely Isaiah and Jamez really combined, over 300 and some yards between the two of them. That's a pretty good 1-2 punch right now.
How about that offensive line of yours? This is a bunch that's just really made steady improvement from last year. And it seems like those 5 guys and then the guys you're bringing in for some snaps, that's turning into a pretty solid unit.
Yeah, Coach Baker has done a really nice job. Coach Holick has done a really nice job rotating those guys in. And, when you look, Jason, big picture, we only lose 3 of those guys, and 20 plus guys are coming back next year on paper. So we knew when we got this job, we had to build the infrastructure of lines. The problem is you can't do that overnight, and it's just taking us some time, to have kids in our scheme and develop. Coach Stock's done a nice job in the weight room of those guys. So right now it's a pretty good foundation. We get Zach Cross, who hasn't played all year. He's working his way back. We'll see this week in practice. That'll be another shot in the arm for us of a guy that really had a good spring, and we were counting on being in the rotation. So getting him back, hopefully this week, will help us in the future.
How about your defense? To hold Emporia to 20 points is an accomplishment. And it seemed like on Saturday, Coach Schaffner was running a lot of different guys in there, linebacker, a lot of guys in the secondary to try to stay fresh. And you had a lot of guys step up and have good games.
Yeah, and when you go against a team like that, the yardage doesn't really matter. It's all about points. So to hold them to 20 points, is a really, really nice day. They're tough offensively now. I mean, they do a lot of things. They get the ball out fast. They wear you out. I think we have a really good pass rush, but when you go so fast and the ball's out in 3 seconds, it's hard to ever get to them. But they mixed up coverages, and we played a lot of man. We did get probably a few more penalties than I would have liked, but when you play that many snaps and you're playing man every play and 4 or 5 receivers are going out, the odds of getting a little more penalty driven could happen. But I was proud of those guys, the way they played, and to hold them to 20 points.
And I thought your D-line did a nice job. Maybe when they couldn't get to Ben Harris, I don't know how many passes you tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a big deal we talked about all week. If you can't get there, which will be hard at times, then get your hands up and try to, maneuver the throwing lane for the quarterback. And that was really pleasing to be able to see some tip balls.
All right, how about the challenge here? On the road, you guys are going to be road warriors, it seems like, for the next month or so, but you travel to Topeka for the matchup against Washburn. They got a new head coach, but this is a team that went toe-to-toe with UCO on the road last Saturday night.
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team. They're, whatever their record is, you don't look at the record because they can beat anybody in our league. They played, the top team, ranking-wise, to the brink last week on the road. So we know that we're going to get their A game. They're getting their culture established under Coach Watkins, who I have a lot of respect for. His kids play hard. They're playing hard. They're kind of finding their identity. Year one is what it is. But let me tell you, we know we're going to have our work cut out for us on Saturday going on the road.
What kind of strikes you from what you've seen from them? To me, it looks like a kind of a garden variety offense. A lot of people run, and then defensively, they've actually done some good things and forced some turnovers.
Yeah, they blitz a lot at times. They give you some different fronts. They've been able to mess with your rules on some things. So we're going to have to make sure that we're identifying the fronts, and they slant, move, and do all that. So we got to make sure that we're have our feet in the ground and establish who we're blocking. Offensively, they'll play two quarterbacks up to this day. They have some really good running backs. They have some fast receivers, and so they're going to want to probably establish the run a little bit more than maybe they've done in the past. But they're also going to spread us out, see what Emporia did, and probably try to replicate some of that. Play well on special teams and win the game in the fourth is their motto. Playing at home, again, we got to get on a bus and be able to go. We did not play well on the road the previous time in the MIAA, so we definitely have to play way better when we go to Washburn. It'd be nice. We're not going to sit around all day. We'll be able to. I think it's a 1 o'clock tip. Let's play the game and see what happens.
All right, we look forward to that. Coach, as always, we appreciate the time.
Appreciate it, Jason. Thanks.
That was Loper head coach Ryan Held. His thoughts as UNK on the road this Saturday at Washburn, as he alluded to a 1 o'clock kickoff. We will bring it to you on 93.1 The River and 106.9 in Kearney. For Coach Held and our producer, John Willis, this is Jason Jorgensen saying thanks for tuning in to the Loper Football Show.